The Prime Minister said he was filled with enormous confidence after meeting health bosses at Number 10 today. He called it the NHS Recovery Forum. But if he thinks the terrible pressure on the health service is going to be easily relieved, well, he's likely to be in the minority. Doctors at the meeting said they doubted any real improvements could be made before next winter. And not invited to the meeting were the healthcare unions, who described the forum as a talking shop that could achieve little. Here's our political reporter, Amy Lewis.
Good morning. How bad is the NHS crisis?
They have been tasked with turning around an NHS in crisis. The Prime Minister summoned the Health Secretary and medical experts to Downing Street today for emergency talks to come up with a plan to fix a health service stretched like never before.
There was a lot of senior clinical leaders there, and all of us were saying exactly the same thing. The Prime Minister seemed to understand that. These are difficult problems to fix, though, so I think it's unlikely we're going to have it sorted by the end of this winter, but perhaps if we start planning for next winter, we might have it cracked by then.
Earlier this week, Rishi Sunak made the NHS a priority in his New Year's speech.
The NHS are working urgently on future plans for A&E and ambulances.
Almost half of ambulance crews were forced to wait more than half an hour to hand over their patients to hospital staff in the week leading up to New Year's Day, the highest on record. More than 7 million people are currently on a hospital waiting list for a non-urgent operation or treatment in England. An average of more than 5,000 flu patients were in hospital beds last week. This time last year, the figure was just 38.
Health experts and clinical staff have been sounding the alarm for years. So it does beg the question why it's taken Rishi Sunak and Steve Barclay so long to listen to them.
The NHS is struggling with staff shortages, record-breaking demand, and there are more strikes on the way. The list of challenges facing this government appears to grow by the day.